Hare Krishna. Welcome to Morning Amrut Vani program. His Grace Rupavilas Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom. Bhakta Rameshwar Nayak Prabhuji will be reading Namamrita, followed by Srila Prabhupada quote. Bhakti Sneha Barkar Mataji will be reading the slokas. Welcome to everyone once again. Hare Krishna. Rameshwar Nayak Prabhuji, kindly start.
Hare Krishna. Slightly bring down the reading material up. Hare Krishna. Om Adnyanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. His Grace Shiksha Guru Rupavilas Prabhu ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Rand ki Jai. Namamrita. A devotee should always appreciate his fortune in having been delivered from sinful activities by the chanting of the holy name. Ajamila continued, I am a shameless cheater who has killed his Brahminical culture. Indeed, I am sin personified, where I am in comparison to the all auspicious chanting of the holy name of the Lord Narayana. I am such a sinful person, but since I have now gotten this opportunity, I must completely control my mind, life, and senses, and always engage in the devotional service so that I may not fall again into the deep darkness of the ignorance of material life. Those engaged in broadcasting the holy name of Narayana, Krishna, through the Krishna consciousness movement should always consider that what our position was there before we came and what is now, what it is now. We had fallen into the abominable lives as meat eaters, drunkards, and women hunters who performed all kinds of sinful activities. But now we have been given the opportunity to chant the Hare Krishna mantra. Therefore, we should always appreciate this opportunity. By the grace of the Lord, we are opening many branches, and we should use this good fortune to chant the holy name of the Lord and serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead directly. We must be conscious of our difference between our present and past conditions and should always be very careful not to fall from the most exalted life. Slightly up the screen, please. Prabhuji. No, up the screen, it is slightly. Thank Hare Krishna. Every one of us should have this determination. We have been elevated to an exalted position by the mercy of Krishna and spiritual master. And if we remember that this is a great opportunity and pray to Krishna that we will not fall again, our lives will be successful. Srimad Bhagavatam 6.2.34 and 35. Prabhupada quote, 24th March. Radha Krishna. Radha Krishna name is first. Why? Nobody can better devote than Radharani. As soon as Radharani name is there, Krishna is more pleased. That is the way. If we glorify the devotees, the character of the devotees before the Lord, he is more pleased than the glorify himself, he directly. Hawaii, March 24, 1969. Vanipriya. As soon as you take up the spiritual life, the whole class conducted by Maya, they will be against you. That is the Maya influence. Somebody will criticize, somebody will do this, somebody will do that, but we shall have we shall we have to become tolerant. This is the disease of this material world. If anyone becomes spiritually advanced, the agents of the Maya will criticize. So therefore, you have to become tolerant. Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
Chaturvida Bhagavad Gita 7.16. Chaturvida bhajante mam jana sukritino arjuna artho jigyasurarthati jnana cha bharata rishabha. Translation. O best among the Bharatas, four kinds of pious men begin to render devotional service unto me: the distressed, the desire of wealth, the inquisitive, and he who is searching for knowledge of the Absolute. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.8.47. Shrivatshankam gana shyamam purusham vana malinam shankha chakra gada padme abhivyukta chaturbhujam. Translation. The Lord is further described as having the mark of Srivatsa, or the sitting place of the goddess of fortune, and his bodily hue is deep bluish. The Lord is a person. He wears a garland of flowers, and he is eternally manifest with four hands, which hold, beginning with the lower left hand, a conch shell, wheel, club, and lotus flower. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Chaitanya Charitamrit Madhya Leela 4.16. प्रभुर प्रभाव देखी प्रेम रूप गुण विस्मित हैला गोपीनाथेर दासगण. Translation. All the servants of the deity were struck with wonder due to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's intense love, his exquisite body, and his transcendental qualities. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. श्री श्री राधराज बिहारी भगवान की जय, ललिता सखी विशाखा माता की जय, गिरिराज गोवर्धन महाराज की जय, सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय, गौरांग निताय महाप्रभु की जय, शील प्रभुपाद की जय, मॉर्निंग चैंटिंग प्रोग्राम की जय, समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय, गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय. See, one thing we should always understand, that it is a great fortune, great fortune, that somehow or other we have come in contact with the holy name. Somehow or other we have come in contact with Prabhupada's movement, with the Bhagavad Gita, with Bhagavatam, and with the devotees. And understood one thing, that this we are part and parcel of Lord. We do not belong to this material world. We belong to the spiritual world. And this material world is actually a place of suffering. So all these things, when we come to know, we should appreciate, and we should always appreciate the fortune that we have. Hmm? Otherwise, if we were not here, we would have been in some Rajaguna or Tamagun activity. And that will have created a more problem in our life. At least now we have not creating new problems in our life. We are trying to suffer, or what we are trying to tolerate, our past karmas. That is what we are doing. And that's why every time we should appreciate Guru. Every time we should appreciate the Lord. Every time we should appreciate Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and the community in which we are living. Because this has saved us from going to the hellish condition. We can move further. We should always pray the devotees and we should praise the devotees. And that's why it is said, why Radharani's name is first. Nobody can be better devotee than Radharani. As soon as Radha name is there, Krishna is more pleased. So that's why it is said, if somebody says he is a devotee of Lord, Lord says he is not my devotee. But if he is a devotee of my devotee, then he is a real devotee. And that's why we should always appreciate Guru. We should always appreciate the devotees and take the blessings. Yes, when you advance spiritually, then it is a crab mentality. Material people have a crab mentality. A crab, doesn't have a lid when they are caught because other crab tries to pull the crab who is going to get out of the lid. So in material world, everybody wants Rajoguni, Tamoguni people. They want that other also should be like them only. Rajoguni and Tamoguni. And if they becomes little better, they start criticizing. So it's a part of a life and we should tolerate it. Very nice shloka today in Bhagavad Gita 7.16. Chaturvidha bhajante mam. Janaha sukriti no Arjuna. The word here sukriti is very important. Artho jigyasu artharthi jnani cha bharadreshava. Sukriti comes by seva. Sukriti comes by blessings. And Sukriti comes by your efforts. Three things are required for Sukriti. You have to do seva of the Vaishnavas. You have to do past life Sukriti of any seva which you have done in a past life. And blessings of Vaishnavas or prayers of Vaishnavas are there with you, then that Sukriti will come. And there are four types of such devotees: Artho, Jigyasi, Artharthi, and Gyani. Artho means who is, is in distress. Jigyasu, who is inquisitive. Artharthi, who is desire of wealth. And Gyani means who is searching in knowledge. So these four types of Sukriti person are considered to be fortunate because they are engaged in bhajan. And Lord says in the next chapter, next sloka, that is 1717 tomorrow, that Tesham Jnani Nitya Yukta Eka Bhakti Vishishyate. Out of this, the Jnani is the best because he is engaged in bhakti. So ultimately, bhakti is what is required. Yeah, move further. 4.8.47. Shrivastha Sankham Ghana Shamam Purusham Vanam Malinim Shankha Chakra Gada Padma Abhivyakta Chaturbhujam. So the Guru is again describing not the Nirakar form, but the Sakar form, and how beautiful the Lord is. He's having Shankha, Chakra, Gada, he's having Shrivastha on his body, and his Ghansham is dark bluish, and he is having a flower garland. So this is what we should meditate upon. So when a guru speaks, he should speak in such a way that the Shishya can meditate very nicely on the form of the Lord, the name of the Lord, and the qualities of the Lord. That is one of the quality of a guru. All the servants, please, all the servants of the deities were struck with wonder due to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu intense love, his exquisite beauties and transcendental quality. So when you have pure bhakti, definitely it will affect the neighbors, definitely it will affect the surrounding. So we should try to increase our intense bhakti and we should try to increase our love for Lord so that others also can get benefit. Others, when seeing Mahaprabhu, they felt doing the bhakti. So that is the quality of one of a preacher or a Vaishnava. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna